Welcome to what may be one of the last drives in Ronin as a naturally aspirated vehicle. I've decided that before I go any further with this turbo conversion on this Mazda MX-5 NA8, that I need to get a baseline. I need to understand what this engine makes in terms of power in stock form, in its current form. So on the clock's 223,000 kilometers. Yes, I know, this is, well, trying to roll a turd in glitter. It's got a checkered history, it's had mechanical woes and issues in the past, and now I want to turbocharge it. It's also, well, 26 years old. It's nearly a 30-year-old car. So I don't doubt that some of these ponies have escaped somewhere along the way. What I'm going to do is I'm taking the car through to RBTS. And they're a dyno tuning and race car workshop. I'm going to put the car on the rollers there and see what sort of power it makes in its stock trim. So as much as the intercooler is mounted up front, it's not connected. The car has an exhaust system and it has a cone filter on. I'm still running the MAF sensor, and yes, it's showing its age. So I'm keen to see. Mazda says that these models make 97 kilowatts at the flywheel. So that could translate, if we take off about 20% for drivetrain losses, probably sit around 80 kilowatts, give or take. Okay, I doubt that we're going to see 80 kilowatts on the wheels in this. But let's see, let's get that baseline. I am planning on taking the vehicle back to RBTS so that they can do the final tuning on it, and then I'll be able to do power runs and have power figures from exactly the same dyno. Let's head on through. Okay, so join me in this wonderful little laugh here. I have the dyno sheet right here, and I'm going to try. Please don't do this. Don't read while you're driving. Maximum power output: 58 kilowatts at the wheels. 58! This thing's not even cracking 100 horsepower at the wheels. This is excellent. This is laughable at best. Where do my torque figures come in? I'm not even making 100 Newton meters. This has the pulling power of a Renault Kwid. 95.7 Newton meters. Yes, all metric. We're going to stick with metric on this. 58 kilowatts, 97 Newton meters. Okay, so my goals for 200 horsepower, which is approximately 165 kilowatts, I think it's blown out of the water. What we're going to go on instead is percentage of power increase. Can we double it? I think doubling it is going to be great. You see, the thing is, there are a multitude of factors at play here. One, I sit 1,600 meters, 1.6 kilometers above sea level. That means that I lose approximately 0.2 bar atmospheric pressure. That's why this car feels a little slouchy. Turbocharged cars don't really sit with that because, well, positive pressure is positive pressure, whether there's an altitude loss or not. That doesn't really matter much. So there's a big altitude loss here. We're going to lose about 0.18 to 0.2 bars worth of air pressure. So I need to compensate for that. Then it's the age of the vehicle. Somebody left the gate open and so many of those ponies disappeared. But we know where it starts out now and we can go back there. Yes, 200 horsepower is a lovely number to sit there and brag on the internet about. But I can take a drive around and I can go and find a dyno that's going to give me that reading. I mean, we can work with the correction factor and we can jippo those numbers. We can make this one do 200 horsepower just by altering the formulas. I don't want to do that though. I want realistic idea. What we can do now is we can see, based on the budget, how many kilowatts I got per rand, or how many rands I spent per kilowatt, which I think is probably going to be the way around. So, now we've got the baseline run. Big thank you to Ross and Bern at RBTS Racing for the time on the dyno. I am going to be taking the vehicle back there. An ECU has been procured. And by the time that this video is up and edited, I should have that in my hands. And then I'll talk you through what this ECU is. It's a bit of a local spin on an international formula. And we'll see, maybe we even chat to the guy that develops it locally. Of course, Raymond is quite a favour with this one, and it's very similar to the way that Raymond is running his setup. So we're going to see. I want to try and make a plug-and-play version of this, so getting a old disused ECU for the plug, that means chipping away at epoxy, or just finding the connector and creating a plug-and-play solution that plugs in, and Robert's your mother's brother, Bob's your auntie, and we get going. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little comedy stint, and we'll see you around for the next video. Cheers, guys.